Hi, welcome back to Pace Law Firm, pacelawfirm.com. Talking today with lawyer Anu Malhotra. Anu, thanks for coming by. Today we're going to talk about insurance or lack thereof, accident benefits, things like that. Anu, just talk to me briefly, what are no-fault benefits?
In the province of Ontario, what happens is that if you get in a car accident, you apply to your own car insurance company to get the benefits. And it doesn't matter that you were a passenger in someone else's car, or you were a cyclist who got hit by a car, or you were a pedestrian. You always need to apply for these benefits to your own car insurance company. And even if you are at fault for the accident, you still get these benefits if you are eligible from your own insurance company. And that's why these benefits are called no-fault benefits. Because regardless of the fault, you go to your insurance company and get these benefits paid.
Okay, now regardless of the fault, you get the benefits. Now, are the benefits laid out like, if this happened, then you get this much, or if this happened, then you get that much? How does it work?
Well, there are a series of calculations, that have to be done, and it's based on individual circumstance.
Okay.
But the benefits that are available to people are things like income replacement benefits. So if you're unable to work as a result of injury sustained in a car accident, you can get income replacement benefits.
Okay.
And these benefits are to replace your income source. If you were taking care of somebody in the need of care, you were giving them caregiving, and you cannot take care of them because of the injuries, then you can get caregiving benefits. If you don't qualify for either income replacement or caregiving benefits, then you can apply for what is called non-earner benefits. You qualify after 6 months of the injuries, but there's certain tests that you have to meet. And that's something you should speak to a lawyer about, so the lawyer can get into the detail, look into the circumstances to see if you qualify for those benefits or not.
Because there could be some things you don't even know that you qualify for.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the income replacement benefits, there's a calculation for it. There's a set of calculation for employed people, people who were not employed immediately before the accident but were employed before that.
Okay.
There is a set of calculation for people who are self-employed. So this is something you need to look into, and then there's a statutory maximum that insurance company will pay you. Some people buy optional coverages to enhance their benefits. Perhaps you did buy the optional coverage and you're not aware of that. So that's something you need to speak to a lawyer to make sure that you are applying for all the benefits that you are entitled to. In addition to income replacement and caregiving benefits, etc., you also apply to your own insurance company for what are called medical rehabilitation benefits.
So does this include like physiotherapy, chiropractic, all that stuff?
Exactly, physio, chiro, or also if you need a gym membership. If you need a kinesiologist to help you rehabilitate, go to gym, get strengthened, you can apply for these. Medication would be covered. Any assistive devices, for example, if you need a wheelchair, a heating pad, anything assistive devices which are reasonably necessary for you to get better. And then there are different type of injuries. Sometimes there's a limit to how much you can be spending on this medical rehabilitation, and that's something you can speak to your lawyer, and they will tell you which category you fall into and what kind of benefits you can recover.
Now, magic question, you're saying all this stuff, insurance, and benefits and things. What if you don't have any insurance? What happens?
Very good question, Sean. What happens is that if you don't have an insurance at the time that you get injured, then there is a series of rules within the insurance law which will determine which insurance company you would apply to. That could be insurance coverage
After the fact.
After the fact, right?
Okay.
So let's say somebody gets into a car accident today. They don't have car insurance of their own. They were a passenger in someone's car. So that person doesn't have their own insurance, but they have to figure out which insurance company to apply to.
Okay.
So maybe when you speak to your lawyer, they will look into the circumstances. Maybe you can apply through coverage of a family member's insurance policy. So you would apply to that company. Or maybe the person in whose car you were sitting, maybe that car insurance company will be the one which you will go to for the accident benefits or no-fault benefits. Or in some circumstances, it could be the insurance company of the at-fault driver. But these are a series of rules, and they are called priority rules, and you need to sit down with your lawyer, look into the circumstances, so you decide which insurance company is the right one to apply the benefits for.
How much of a struggle is that? I can see, insurance companies probably don't want to take people on that, have already been injured. So is it a struggle that you have to kind of navigate through, or is this something that's fairly common that can get done?
Well, it's fairly common to have these kind of insurance disputes, and sometimes you apply to one insurance company, they will start giving you benefits, but then that insurance company can also file a dispute with the other insurance company to say that somebody else has priority over them. So then there could be a dispute between the two insurance companies. So let's say one insurance A would be paying the benefits to the person, but insurance A will now file a dispute saying that insurance B should be involved in paying those benefits. So they fight between the two of them, but the applicant, the injured person, continues to get the benefits, and that's something which will be sorted out later on.
Which is the most important thing, that they get their treatment.
Absolutely. And ultimately, if there is no insurance anywhere, then there is a fund which is called Motor Vehicle Accident Claims Fund. You apply to the fund. But that's the last resort.
And whatever happens, they need you to help them with it anyway, because it sounds pretty complicated to navigate.
Well, it is complicated to navigate, and there are certain optional benefits. When you apply for medical rehabilitation benefits, there are certain guidelines called minor injury guidelines, and if somebody falls within that guideline, the medical rehabilitation which is available is only $3,500.
That's it, for whatever the injury is.
Exactly, including the cost of assessments. But if it's not,
$3,500,
that's it.
That's not very much.
That's not very much, and there was a massive change in the law in September of 2010, and the changes were implemented, and now that's all they have. But there are ways to get them out of the minor injury guideline. If they have a pre-existing condition, if they have an injury which is not going to be healing, if they don't have treatment over and above the $3,500. So there are ways to get you out of that. So that's why it's very important to sit down with a lawyer, discuss your circumstances with the lawyer so they can try to get you out of the minor injury guideline and open up the benefits to up to $50,000.
And get you some help.
I just want to make sure we do talk about what are called catastrophic injuries.
Okay.
There are certain kind of injuries which are very serious, and they can be designated as catastrophic injuries within the legislation. And if somebody sustains catastrophic injuries, then the medical rehabilitation available to them is up to $1 million.
Okay.
And the attendant care benefits that are available to people who have catastrophic injuries is a lot higher as well. So there's a limit to what you can get for attendant care benefits if you have non-catastrophic injuries, and there's a different limit for attendant care benefits for people who have suffered catastrophic injuries.
And if they suffered a catastrophic injury, they're definitely going to need those benefits.
Absolutely. And there's catastrophic injuries are defined within the law. So there's a category, and there's different categories outlined, and you need to fit into that. And sometimes lawyers will try creative way to fit people into those categories to make sure that they do get enhanced benefits. Sometimes there's different categories, and one of the categories is 55% whole body impairment, and that's something that your lawyer has to carefully consider and find out if there is some other unattended to injury that might count towards the 55%. You need to work on that to make sure that if the client does qualify for catastrophic designation, then they do fit in the category and get the benefits that they really need.
Wow. All right, a lot to consider. Thank you very much, Anu, for coming by. We'll talk to you next time. Everyone else, don't forget, pacelawfirm.com. Call Anu, and we'll see you next time at pacelawfirm.com. Bye-bye.